Hi, Elmbrook. We are Josh and Josie Dyck, and we have served as Elmbrook field members since 2006. We serve with Ethnos 360, and we serve the field of Indonesia. We lived in Indonesia in person, serving as part of the administration team, as well as member care and child safety for the field from 2006 until 2017, at which time we came home with our children to take care of some medical issues. Since 2018, we've been serving the field of Indonesia remotely, and we're really grateful that the pandemic didn't slow Josh down at all because he was already used to that paradigm, so that worked out for us. We have 4 children. 2 sons are in college, and we have 2 daughters still at home. And we're really grateful that we can serve from Wisconsin to be able to help our children with the transition back to America, and also for them to be putting roots down here at Elmbrook Church.
We're excited that this year's Harvest Fest focus is unreached people groups. At Ethnos 360, our primary focus is unreached people groups, and in Indonesia specifically, we have about 25 groups that we're working with, and our church planting teams are everywhere from just forming new teams to reach a group to mature churches that are discipling others. One component of our church planting model is that we have an aviation program to support those works where access is really difficult. It's really the only option is by air. And so our aviation team are the ones that bring the missionaries in and out of their location and bring supplies and provide logistics. Another sub-layer of the aviation team is that the Indonesian government requires that we train Indonesian nationals to serve alongside with us. And so the story I just wanted to share with you is that we had a young man by the name of Zachary come through our National Missionary Training Center in northern Sulawesi a few years ago, and him and his wife Malia desired to be in a cross-cultural ministry, but they also had an interest in the aviation program. And so after spending a couple of years working with the aviation team, they started to look like they could be a good candidate to meet this requirement. So they started studying English, they started taking some classes, making sure that their aptitude was up to par for this big step. And in the last few years, they've been working on their paperwork to get a visa. They were rejected several times, but we were so thrilled that they finally got accepted this summer, right during the pandemic. And after getting accepted, they got COVID, which was a real bummer, and they had to delay. But then they finally got all the logistics lined up, and were able to arrive in August and be met by the aviation team here in the US. They were able to get them settled in Oregon where they're studying, and Zachary got here just in the nick of time to be starting his fall classes. I was able to facilitate the communication and the logistics between our Indonesian team, sending them off from that end to receiving them on this end, helping them with transitioning their personal finances and some of those things. So we're just so privileged because we get to sit behind the scenes and observe and facilitate so many details of what's going on that you don't necessarily hear about, but are critical to our support structure. We just ask prayer for Zachary and Malia as they get settled, as they have have culture shock coming to this side of the world from Indonesia, and they continue to work on their English, and obviously for Zachary's studies.
Thanks so much, Elmbrook, for allowing us to be part of world evangelization by being your hands and feet to the country of Indonesia. And just thank you so much for 15 years of support.
Thank you.